Welcome
to another and brand new episode of the Sam Club Podcast. I'm the host with the most, aka Tony Melbourne, here in the building, joined with the usual suspect. This is just Charles in the building. How are you feeling, Charles?
I'm alright, can't complain.
That's
all
good.
These lights, all this stuff. But I guess we've been progressively going through and buying stuff.
Yeah, time to turn it all on.
Yeah. Jesus Christ, these lights are bright.
But we're not here to talk to you about the lights. We're here to talk to you about
One Piece.
live action. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Actually, Tony talked me into watching this.
Yeah.
And we're going to be reviewing this show as it progressively comes out.
Yeah, so every week we'll be doing a episode. We might even do some live reactions as they're coming out from. Those probably won't be in studio for both of us, but we'll be churning out a lot more content.
Obviously, we paid for all this stuff. I'm going to be churning out content.
Yes.
You already know my mentality.
Good.
Now that I'm already in the deep end, it's just like, well, I'm not going to just sit here and sit in the deep end. I'm going to start swimming.
Good. I like that.
But you had to get me in the deep end first, so here we go.
So, how'd you feel about the One Piece live action
all right.
trailer?
My overall approach to this, I feel like these people were inside a no-win situation. Because
Okay.
live choreography can never live up to anime fight scenes. So me seeing Sanji fire across the screen on wires is just like, I guess that's the best y'all could do.
I don't like Sanji's fighting, but I do like Zoro's.
Because Zoro's just a normal sword fighter, but also Zoro never slid on his knees across anything, I don't think.
I don't know, but I'm okay with them taking liberties in that regard, as long as my boy Zoro out here looking clean. He don't look like Zoro. He don't to me at all. He don't remind me of manga or anime.
We
Zoro.
see absolutely zero green hair. He is wearing the bandana the whole time.
I hope he has green hair. That would make me happy.
And I feel like
if you don't have green hair, I'm gonna have an issue because y'all did Mihawk's eyes. We'll get to that, but I'm just saying, he gotta have green hair.
Oh, you might as well say something about it now. But it's just more one of those things where I think they tried. Is it weird for me to say that they stuck too close to the source material to the point where it looks? It looks hokey.
I feel like
to me.
See, I feel the opposite. I feel like they didn't stick close enough to the source material.
And that's the problem. That's the line that they chose to straddle. They didn't go one way or another. They tried to ride this line and they failed to ride it. Because it doesn't look realistic, nor does it look all the way...
Fantastic.
Yeah, fantastical. Yeah. It's just kind of grounded and kind of not. I feel like Nami's the...
I'm going to pull up the trailer so I can...
take another look.
Talk about the scenes and everything like that as we're going through.
But, I mean, pretty much, how do you feel about the ethnicities of everybody? I always thought Sanji was French because all of his cuisine is French. So him being English kind of threw me off.
I don't like Sanji in general. So I'm not a Sanji fan.
So that's probably not the best place to start.
So far, I don't like Sanji. I like Usopp. I need Usopp to say something. Hey, look at me. Usopp, say a line. He had a laugh in this trailer, and I need you to speak, sir.
I feel like
not speaking is weird.
I feel like it's the easiest place to fundamentally mess something up is with Usopp stuff. Because he is either going to be very, very annoying or very, very good. And I don't think there is too much of an in-between in that.
How'd you like Roger? So that's how it
ultimately
opens.
Indifferent. Roger, actually, despite being the impetus to the entire thing starting, he's always looked ridiculous. So Roger actually kind of lends himself to this entire thing. Because even inside the anime, Roger is completely and totally ridiculous looking.
Did you like the speech?
Not particularly, but I've grown up with the anime version of the speech for so long to the point where it's not even fair.
I feel like I like this version of Roger. I don't like Garp.
We don't even know if that is Garp, but if it is, I don't know. I'm leaning towards yes.
Well, Garp had the... It was only Garp and Sengoku that wore the classic black suits, and that's what he's in.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they was like dressed like twins for a while in the early stages of the fucking manga.
I'm more so saying it's more likely him because the way Garp actually wears his coat. He wears the chain in front, and he doesn't actually put his hands through his sleeves. And his hands were just kind of out.
That's fair.
So, like, man, we got a whole nother Garp conversation to have, but...
Yeah, yes we do.
Yeah. I don't know, Garp is okay.
How do you like the ships? Like, Alvida's ship.
Indifferent. The ships are one of the things that they don't necessarily have to nail because outside of the Going Merry, I'm not really particularly attached to anybody else's ship that's not.
I don't like the Going Merry.
Well, that's where we're going to spend most of our time. So if you don't like this one, that means you don't really like the ships.
I normally do, but I don't like this one. No, some of the other ships I enjoy. I just don't think the Going Merry looks as much like the actual Going Merry.
It lets you know how small the actual Going Merry really was.
Yeah, this one is so tiny compared to like...
Well, it was always tiny. That's the thing.
I don't know. They all look like they had like sleeping quarters and things like that. And this one looked like y'all sleep in the same room.
Because the problem is you officially have to, like, Oda had a lot of liberties with that. Because it's not like we ever saw them walking around in the ship. So we really don't know how big the ship really is. It's big enough.
It's not for me.
Well, inside of this, now you actually have to add... Now people actually have to have crew barracks.
Like, look at this. Look at the sheep head. It's weird.
I mean, it's a sheep head.
It don't look like no. The Going Merry was like a happy-go-lucky like sheep head. This is a weird angry ram.
That sheep looks very happy.
That ram is trying to run into something.
That is a very happy ship. Honestly, it looks bigger in that than it does in the actual
in the water. Well, no, it looked bigger right here than it does in other shots. So I don't know how they're doing the size of the ship because, like, in this shot right here, we see the crew together on the water right in the opening scene. About a minute and 2 seconds in, the ship looks small.
All right, if you haven't seen One Piece, I'm gonna correct Tony here. They are not a crew yet. Nami has not joined. Usopp has not actually officially declared himself a member of the crew. He is calling himself captain in this.
Yeah, but he's a crew member because he know better.
No, no. That's if you didn't notice in the anime, after he took that L at Water 7, he stopped calling himself the captain. But inside of this, up until that point, he calls himself captain.
I know.
And he introduces himself as the captain.
But he knows what it really is. Like, he taking orders. But yeah, no, I'm not a fan of the Arlong Park fight where Sanji's there.
I'm not a fan of...
like I said, I like Zoro's fighting.
I don't like Zoro's fighting because it doesn't...
Oh, he does have green hair. I'm happy.
Okay. But there's no weight to anything that he does.
How do you like the Baratier? I think it looked pretty decent. All
the
big.
Baratier? Mm-hmm. Is that...
where they find Saji.
Oh. I wasn't paying enough attention to... Like, I don't... Because that's when we deal with Don Krieg. Oh, no, we saw it because we saw... What's his face? Mihawk. So, obviously, he has to be there. They have to be on that ship.
Yeah.
I guess it's about right. Now that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, so that's the Baratier right there. Super huge.
Restaurant.
Yeah.
They're pirate restaurateurs. Which doesn't even make any sense. They could just not be pirates and just be cooks.
Now, to the fight scene that I like and dislike the most.
I don't like any of the fight scenes.
Luffy versus Arlong.
That looks like there's too much special effects.
The Luffy punching. I don't like the Arlong.
I don't like the way Zoro moves. I don't like the way Sanji moves.
Why didn't they make Arlong look like a water.
I'm not sure if they're using like mocap suit and
It should have been like a water avatar.
Nah, they're not gonna. That's the problem. They don't take any liberties.
No, but what I mean like a water avatar in the sense that just the color, how blue they were, because Arlong's blue.
I don't. He's not super blue though. He's
Yes,
like
he's not. He's hella blue. And that was my biggest thing. Like, this dude does not look like Arlong to me at all. I don't like the nose.
Arlong's closer to purple.
He's not the color that he is in this. He's not fucking this weird pinkish color.
I don't think he was pink. Am I insane? I thought he was closer to like kind of like a.
Here, I'll show you.
He might have been leading more towards fuchsia.
I don't feel like he. Oh, why are you doing that? Yeah, see,
He's about the right color.
he don't
But
feel
the
like
problem is he is about the right color, not the right color.
he don't feel like. I don't know. It feel off to me,
Like,
and I don't like
No,
it.
everything is just a little bit off.
And I don't like. Why y'all make shit? All right, so we're gonna get this out the way right now. Why is Shanks not sexy?
Shanks wasn't really ever super sexy.
Nah, he
was more so grizzled than sexy.
he ain't.
He's sexy like I guess women would consider like Sylvester Stallone sexy.
This Shanks ain't none of those. I'm about to show you. As soon as he pull out, like, he look goofy.
I see him put a hat on Luffy.
Where you at? Yeah, so where you at?
He was towards the beginning because that's what he put. He puts the hat on Luffy after he lost his hand.
Nah, he comes up right here where you see all of them.
There he is, right there.
No, that's not him. That's Nami.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's Nami. He comes up. Oh. God damn it. But you about to see him. He does the finger point. There he is. Yeah, he's just like.
They casted somebody for the roundness of his face as opposed to how he. They didn't go for the feel of the character. They tried to nail the look of the character. Like, that's how everyone is.
I guess,
Nami just looks like a PG version of Nami.
I guess it might feel like...
It feels like the 4Kids dub.
That's crazy. You know what?
Just look at it. It's
That's the bar. Is this going to be better than the 4Kids dub? We will let you know.
Wow.
That's what we're going to be here to show you and share with you every week. Do we think it's better than the 4Kids dub?
Do you think that's better? What's the top? Good? Better than 4Kids dub? Worse than 4Kids dub?
Worse than 4Kids dub is the bottom. Like, if you're worse than the 4Kids dub, then...
What are we even doing here?
Yeah. But if you're better than that, then...
All right, you actually have some merit in existing.
Yeah.
You're not the One Piece live theatrical play.
Yeah, so you gotta, if you're better than that, all right, cool, we might have some positive things to say every once in a while. But if you're worse than that, then we're just gonna come in here and have a great time talking about it.
Yeah, I mean, that's really the goal. I'm gonna be 100% honest to begin with.
I'm excited.
I am trepidatious.
I'm really excited.
Why?
Because regardless of what it's going to be, I think it's going to be a great time.
I guess that's true because I'm going to be out here cracking jokes on it regardless. Because, like, the problem is I'm always going to have a problem with every single episode. Like, I have a problem with some of the One Piece episodes now as it is.
Maybe sometimes when I'm doing the episode, I'll have a little more of the water in my cup. We gonna see. We gonna have a good time.
Oh,
this gonna be a good show.
How do you feel about Luffy?
I like Luffy.
He's about right.
I don't think
I
that
think
he's as...
Luffy's as close to right as anybody is inside of the show.
I like Luffy. I like Sanji.
I do not
No,
like
I don't like Sanji. I also don't like that Sanji doesn't have the eyebrows. Like, if you could give Mihawk the hawk eyes, you could have gave
and the
Sanji
ridiculous
the eyebrows.
Smoke eyebrow.
Yeah, like, that wouldn't have been hard. But, like, if y'all gonna pay attention to the detail, do it across the board, or if we skimping, then skimp. But that's something I disliked.
What else we got? So, we really didn't share opinion on Nami. Nami is basically, like I said, PG Nami.
I feel like she's alright. I'm not mad at Nami right now.
They could have just made her a normal redhead, as opposed to making her, like, neon bright redhead.
I like that. I feel like that's more cartoonish. I like some of the cartoonish elements. Like, I know a lot of people are like, make it feel like Pirates of the Caribbean. But I don't think that would have worked for One Piece. Like, I don't think they should have went that far. I think that the darkness in One Piece is usually glossed over with, like, happiness, and us just kind of, like, moving forward. All just
based on the box stories of our entire crew. There's not a person with an actual... Like, Luffy has the closest to a happy backstory.
But I guess what I'm saying is, like, no one ever, like, they don't focus on that. Like, that's not, like, the drum beats of the story. They all have these bad backstories, but they're just kind of like, this is the reason I'm out here trying to
become the best swordsman.
Map the whole world. It has nothing to do with me trying to stop fishmen or pursue justice. Nami just wants to map the whole world. Zoro wants to be the best swordsman. Sanji wants to fish the all blue and find where all the, like, fish are.
Well, because they've already clapped all the actual problems, except for Zoro. I don't think Zoro actually got a chance to fight his way out of his problems.
I don't think he has any problems.
Well, I think his best friend died, and that's the reason why he's out here.
I mean, but that's other than that, that's not really anything that happened to him.
I guess.
So, I'm excited to see which direction they take this.
We don't know.
I feel like Arlong Park is going to be the end of the season.
About. That's the only place that makes about it. It's the only place that really makes sense, because it's really kind of the end of the first major, like the major. Cause
that's when all the crew is finally a crew. That's when Nami officially.
That's
joins.
when you hit. Yeah, that's when you hit like everyone who we've seen is officially joined, because obviously Zoro joins off the top.
Also, if you couldn't tell, we're going to talk about the One Piece live action as if you were all caught up on pretty much everything that's going on, because who outside of other One Piece fans is coming to the One Piece live action like, hey, don't spoil stuff for me, like, what are we doing? Well, yeah.
We don't even know if we're going to do it ultimately. Like, we're still going to actually have to watch the show, because we don't know if you're going to actually do 1-for-1. It looks like they're doing 1-for-1, but
we shall see.
In terms of story beats, obviously not in terms of, like, how the fights play out, because the live action Sanji can't light his right foot on fire.
No, I'm excited. He can't, but...
Well, he doesn't do that this early, but you get what I'm saying.
I like Luffy. I'm with Luffy. I'm here. I don't like live action, so I will tell you if I don't like it. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. So far, I'm pretty trepidatious. If I had to give it a rating on the trailer, I'd probably give...
I'm going to give it like a 6 out of
3.
10. Yeah, we're basically the same thing. It would be 3 out of 5 if I did it out of 5.
No.
Oh, 3 out of 10?
Yes.
Oh, damn. I'm more positive about it than you are. Mm-hmm. But I also have very low expectations. So me giving it a 6 is like...
A lot of my...
You're a little bit better than 4 Kids right now.
Design-wise, I dislike a lot of things. And so... You have to win me over with acting, story, and, like, how you execute things.
Well, you have no hope then.
I have hope. I'm like...
How can you be so hopeful?
Because Oda's involved. And if Oda wasn't directly involved, then I'd have no hope.
Oh. Well, I guess that's reasonable enough.
Because then we might get Dragon Ball Evolution.
Ooh.
Yeah. Let's not forget the days of Dragon Ball Evolution.
It ain't that far away.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I remember someone trying to talk me going to see that instead of the movies, and I just said no.
No. But I don't think we have
not too much else. I'm not going to belabor the points. This has been a Sam's Club podcast video production.
We're out of here.
Bye-bye.